the super there. Questions asked. That's how we got. When I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some. I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it...
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another year and a half after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful.
Kiss my ass with them strong feminine females.
Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier.
Right.
All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up.
Call her Siren.
Straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky.
3,000, 4,000.
Dark blue.
5,000 feet. You're not that dark blue.
I could almost touch it. Then I saw OCS fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least.
That's me right there.
Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Yeah, called mid-air refueling.
You should have put in your best to see this piece of junk. Should have built a deterrent too.
Get on the ground. Shot her ass down. Get out of my sky.
Settle down.
Okay, fine.
I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Yuzha as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today.
What are you saying?
Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Yuzhan ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land.
I'll force them to land.
If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke!
We're
under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead.
What? How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed. Many injured.
Scramble. All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base.
Scramble, scramble, scramble.
This is not a drill.
Oh, it's definitely a drill. Let's go. My call sign's mustache. Let me see what I want to fly.
got my Jolly Rockers.
Show you all how it's done.
What, they took my Jolly Rocker away? What he did that? Come on now. Always better than this. You know it.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. Sitting duck. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and meet back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Your situation is tight. It's a hell of a work. We have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1.
Okay, let's go.
Mage 2, scramble. Take off now.
No good. The carrier's a wreck. Our other ships are taking a beating. Put that fire out. Don't let it reach the fuel tank.
Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, warm up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts.
Whoa,
they hit our radars
what's
hard in the last
bro?
attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco.
For me going
Trigger,
one.
I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element.
Mage 1. Not bad.
You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers.
Column Squadron just disappeared off my radar. What the fuck is going on?
Okay,
Squadron,
here
where'd
we
you
go. Looks like bombers have been located.
Mage 2.
It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight.
Oh,
You're a good pilot.
Right.
So I told them. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along. It's still a leash, though.
Mage 1, get on my wing. Do not overshoot me or I will shoot you down. Cptjudd008's, you are violating our airspace. Ocean aircraft, please land or I will fire. I repeat, land or give me a signal that you understand my comms or I will shoot you down. They're not responding to comms. What do I do? Shoot them down? Oh wait, you fired on my airbase. You're a dumbass. I'm gonna shoot you down.
Mage 2, walking. Mage 2, missile launch. Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2.
That's for the base. Dumbass.
Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
Roger that. Radar switch.
There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
Altitude dropping. Mage 1, from on my 6 o'clock. Do not overshoot me again. Well, they got fighter escorts. They're over.
Let's go introduce ourselves.
I'm a fuel store
storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts form up for another attack. Point is 835. Leaking out of luck.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
Going 3 and 4, fall back. I'm finna shoot him down.
Missile evaded.
Missile missed.
Locked.
Switching the guns.
Enemy support eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target. H2, Fox 3. Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
You still got stuff behind your ears, so I don't want to hear it.
Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
Mage 2, target down. Missile
You'll knock
launched.
him out with your special weapon. Use it when you need to.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece.
What are you talking about? Knock
Skykeeper,
off,
this is
man.
Mage
This
1,
is
over.
fucking- you
Tally
could've
two
saved- you
bandits.
could've saved your life.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Whoa there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
My way.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Come on, Golem.
Radio.
Like your formation, can I go? Come on, wow. Let's go. Mage Squadron is fucking full of shit. I mean, Golem Squadron is full of shit. Nothing. Sick of bastards there.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
That's a confirmation on the drones. The enemy bombers are drones. There was no pilots in that fucking front seat. They're fucking dead.
Target is hit.
Roger that.
Don't let them destroy the harbor! Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor is under heavy fire! Evading missile! Standard acquired. Lock on. I'm in his blind spot. He's mine.
Enemy bomber destroyed. To Gollum and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Gollum Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Gollum 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
I am Princess Rosa Cptjudd008's of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify.
Well, didn't I get no landing?
Huh?
Didn't give me a landing option. Makes me kind of sad.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the...
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on. I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN.
Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yuzha was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Yuuzhans, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Yuzha, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye. I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuuzhan continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats. And the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? To escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yusian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
Stop putting me where I gotta step. You know damn well I can't step on the fucking keyboard.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Targeting gun range.
resisting. This is easy money, so grab it while you can.
Missile launched.
Target has been destroyed.
Anti-air radar vehicle's been destroyed! Go for the radar car!
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle!
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
The radar vehicles are under fire! Can we move them?
Locked.
Caution. Pull up.
Target
What's
destroyed.
the permission to move the vehicle? We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now. Who the hell do you think the nearest airbase has got any fighters?
There's definitely good.
We don't have any anti-air weaponry in place yet. We can't put up a decent fight.
Caution. Pull up.
Hostile eliminated.
Missile.
Missile! Evade!
Missile.
Shit. Where's the damn interceptors?
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
2 targets remaining.
Let's go online. Push the plan forward too fast. The base was too far from Allied territory.
Box 2.
Breaking through escape lock. Bandit acquired. Firing. Break!
Box 2. The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
Enemy missile inbound. Evading. Read aim over clear ground. School 3, you have to bail out now.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
Page 2, enemy has a radar lock on you.
Missile. Missile.
Trigger, there's one more to go.
Evade! APCs have nowhere to hide.
Page 2. Box 2.
Enemy on your ass. Controls are down. Ejecting.
Box 2.
damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus.
Enemy's airstrikes are flawless. We're done for!
Special weaponry depleted.
Move the enemy aircraft away from the base.
Mage 2 locked.
Bandit has a lock.
Target eliminated.
On my target's tail. Missile incoming. Break. Fox 2, Fox 2. Breaking off.
Mage 2, bandit under 6.
Missile connected.
Missile incoming. Break.
The enemy's traveling a long way, so they're trying to hit this quickly.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
All right, clean up that last radar vehicle. There's nothing in your way now.
Do we really have interceptors? They're still pounding us!
Target has been destroyed.
Mage 2 locked. That was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
Oh, to see the Erusians' faces now.
Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Okay, let's completely blind those bastards.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
No, they're not linked to the radar vehicles. Launch manually. Redo the
Mage 2,
setup.
target destroyed.
Here's some feedback for those war merchants. Write your manuals in a language we can understand.
All right, this base is worth destroying. 3 targets remaining.
Nice work, Mage 2.
Protect the radar vehicles! Return fire! Launch preparations complete. Also brief. Whenever you're ready. Stand clear, 15 meters. UAVs ready to launch. Away!
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogeys on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter. He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning. Break! Break! Golem 2, the enemy's reading you. Hostile on your back, watch out.
Chaff and flares are running low.
Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Collins Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
Fox 2! Fox 2! I'm in his blind spot. He's mine. Don't try to read their movements. The enemy knows a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase him down and pull the trigger.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more.
Crap. The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds. The ice will melt.
1 to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
That's a miss.
I'm in his blind spot. He's mine. They won't show up on the radar.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down cost a million casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.